The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Welcome back to a very, very special episode. I say that every time, but this one's extremely special. And I don't mean to be cheesy, but we have Cortney LaCorte, my friend, your idol, Cheesegal in the house.
Hello,
How you
Angel.
doing, Court? I love you so much.
By the way, thank you. I love that toaster.
How you doing?
Wow, honored. I'm doing great.
You look gorgeous.
I told you I tried.
I want this outfit. You always look good. I want this outfit. You sent me a picture of it in your bathroom, which we will talk about your bathroom in your house soon.
Okay.
But this is giving, we wanted to have a little bit of a holiday special. I feel like there's not a better person to discuss holiday hosting, holiday traditions.
Thank you. I'm honored.
It's January now. And I thought we could talk about little holiday vibes.
I would love
hosting. So we're going to get into a whole plethora of things. Truly, I think if you have the opportunity to meet and talk to Cortney, like you're one of the most interesting people. I could just gab, talk. You are such a warm and welcoming and like exactly who should host large dinner parties and all of these things that you do. You're just made for it. You're just Betty fucking Crocker.
First of all, wow.
Martha fucking Stewart.
Much. No, I also love that you called me warm because that is something I strive.
Oh my gosh, always.
I hope that's something. Well, and as a host, that's what you want your people to feel. Like you want to feel the warmth and like you're walking in. Oh, I've been here. You know.
Yeah, it's also like if you put together things that you put together, like a true like spreads, like you do, and then like the way you host and like the decorations and the decor and all the things. Sometimes you can walk into those environments and you can feel like intimidated and feel like, whoa. You want to walk into a space that when someone's hosting such a soiree like that, you feel immediately like warmth and taken in by it. And I have been to several like things before where I'm like nervous and not even, and I'll know the person, I'll know whatever, but the atmosphere is just a bit stiff.
It's stiff.
It's a bit stiff and it's like and I love fancy, but like lived in fancy.
Lived in.
You know what it's giving?
Tell me.
Couch Caviar.
Oh my God.
Couch Caviar.
First of all, thank you.
Did you listen to
Couch
the podcast episode with the Toast and Bethany Frankel? Or did you at least see the clip?
Okay, I saw the clips.
Like,
I saw the clips. I didn't listen to the whole
phrase I
thing.
coined. I actually coined that word. Okay.
She's a genius, by the way.
She
Bethany is.
Might I just say, though, you absolutely coined Couch Caviar.
I did. I have it trademarked.
Oh, you have it trademarked?
I got a trademark.
She said what she said.
I trademarked everything.
Can we use this podcast?
Yes.
Do I have to pay you?
Honestly, no, not at all. Like, friend and family special. Don't worry about that. No, yeah, Couch Cav, that's exactly the feeling. It's like I'm in my sweatpants on a Tuesday night on my couch having something fabulous. And like whether or not it's actually caviar is, I feel like kind of irrelevant because it's more of a spirit and a mood.
It's a mood. It's a spirit. Also, you know the story about me and my caviar and my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Did we already tell this on my podcast
makes so
with
much
you?
sense.
Basically, my mom used to buy us caviar, and obviously I was not, I didn't come from like a caviar-esque budget, okay, in my family. And we always had caviar to the point that I didn't even really know the shit was that expensive because I was like, we always have it. What do you fucking mean? But it was from the pantry section in Piggly Wiggly. They had,
was it the salmon roe? No. It was like actual, like probably like
it was probably just like
paddlefish or something.
It was probably gushers filled with salt water. Like that shit was just like it was dry. It was not in a cold section.
Yeah. Which I see what you're saying. Okay,
gross.
yeah.
Like it was where the it's where you got like packaged tuna.
Yeah, I know
it was
exactly
like in the dry area, and they had like, and it was like very, very, very tiny, very black, and then when they popped, they were greenish.
How did you eat it?
Oh,
what was your pairing?
With a Waterford cracker and cream cheese. My mom did cream cheese, and then the thing.
Your mom, an icon.
Caviar.
First of all, I love her
an
so
icon
much.
And a legend.
No, I love that.
Her photo, her profile photo, whenever I call her, is me. And the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. Me, like I've got like chocolate all over my face. And I'm like smiling, looking like an insane person because I was such an ugly child.
No.
And I was like, that is such a cute photo with chocolate all over my face. And mom goes, that's caviar. And I was like, you're kidding. She goes, that's why I made it your profile picture.
Fitting.
That's caviar.
Iconic.
Piggly Wiggly caviar. Shouts out. I think they do still sell it. So
would love a collab.
Yeah, shouts out. Are Piggly Wiggly still a thing? Ours got shut down in our hometown.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one in Nashville. Have you seen one in Nashville?
Never seen one in Nashville.
There were a few in Texas where I grew up, but I don't know if they're still there.
What other grocery stores only in Texas? Heb.
Albertsons.
Oh. What's
wait,
Albertsons?
Is there an Albertsons here?
No.
Okay. Albertsons is one. Yes. HEB.
Oh, you don't
That's
call
a
it Heb.
Texas thing. I don't think I've heard anyone say heb, but like we could roll with it.
I'm cracking up.
No, when you first said it, I was like, heb, HEB. It's so close.
You're like, yeah, the heb, the fuck?
The same thing.
HEB.
HEB, yeah.
You know, James thinks it's crazy that we have Aldi's here, and they call
yeah.
it, or sorry, we call it Aldi.
Yeah.
The grocery stores. And
it's like a Trader Joe's.
Yes,
except for
they
not.
have it they call them Aldi's, and like him and his little British are like, I can't believe they have an Aldi's here. And we're like,
do they have that in the
Yeah,
UK?
it's like very European.
Oh, I had no idea, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the more you know. I love talking about
The
grocery
more
stores.
you know. I wonder if they sell caviar at places like that.
Speaking of, what is your go-to grocery store? Not that, I mean, this is fascinating to me.
You know what we have nearby? We have Sprouts.
I love
and
Sprouts.
I love Sprouts, but you know, I gotta say, love a Sprouts. Sprouts is basically like it's like a step. I don't know how to. It's
like
a step down
below
from Whole Foods, price wise,
But
up from Trader Joe's
There you
and
go.
up from
Good way to say that.
Publix.
Yeah.
It's a step up from Publix and a step down from Whole Foods. And if you were to like price them out, Sprouts is great. We love Sprouts. It's great. They always got fresh food, fresh whatever. I will say, Sprouts is one of those places that is like Trader Joe's in the sense that they don't, and like Whole Foods in the sense that they don't sell brawny paper towels. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't sell Cottonelle toilet paper. And
You need the
there are
basics.
just times where you want some Philadelphia cream cheese.
I don't need actually a non-toxic.
Like, I really don't give a fuck about your cream cheese being better. I want Philadelphia cream cheese.
Yeah.
And I learned a long time ago, and I think I've also told the story, but my mom, she was, we were always, you know, sale rack, bargain hunting. And my mom would get a lot of at Piggly Wiggly, the store brand stuff, right? Like whatever
their label
was.
Yeah.
You know, instead of like Mr. Pibb, it was like Dr. Thunder. Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
Mr.
So
Pibb,
close.
which Mr. Pibb's kind of a Pepsi product, but like
Yeah.
Dr. Thunder was
Dr.
the fucking like
Thunder.
budget ass like
Sure.
version.
Yeah.
And so I just always do to grab that. And I remember one time we were throwing a party and my mom was like making a sausage dip, which is just like, you know, cream cheese, rotel, and sausage. And she was just making this like sausage dip or whatever for a football party. And then I showed me to get chips and some cream cheese. And I came back and I got like the Piggly Wiggly brand chips and the Piggly Wiggly brand cream cheese. And she goes, oh, okay, so honey, when you throw a party, certain things you just have to, we just gotta go get the Lay's. And I was like,
The Lay's.
you want me to get
The
the Lay's?
Lay's.
She was like, yes, because these are going to be out on the table. And I was like, okay, the woman's got standards. All right.
Listen.
And then with the cream cheese, she said cream cheese, sour cream, stuff like that. She was like, sometimes you just have to get the label.
Yeah.
Like sometimes things have to be full fat. Don't ever get the 1/3 fat
So
cream
true.
cheese.
Oh God.
Like
No.
walk an extra
Jail.
fucking 20 steps, okay?
No.
Get the full fat cream cheese. Like let
Yeah.
your little speedometer kicker go a couple more times, but like
no 2%. I think.
get the fucking full fat cream cheese. So yeah,
Get the
there's just-
Lay's. No, but like
the Lay's.
actually my mom would go to Payless. So anytime that we would
love
go to like
Payless.
Limited 2, it's like same
Please.
idea. You know what I mean? It's like
special.
versus
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so we need to talk about I actually want to talk about your house first.
Okay.
I'm going
We're
out of-
basically neighbors.
which is crazy because we've
is
always
crazy.
lived far away from each other.
Yeah.
In Nashville, everything's about 15 minutes away from each other. But, and this was even before we moved to Franklin, you lived in an area of town that was even further away from us when we all lived in Nashville.
Yes.
And
I
then
was
we
on
moved-
one side of Nashville and you were on the other side of Nashville.
You really had to plan for the traffic, et cetera. And then when we moved to Franklin, you were even further away. And that was
it would
really
take
hard.
us 50 minutes.
Yes,
because
we lived in for
West.
Taylor because Walker and your daughter are
Sure.
literally best friends.
Besties. They're
It's so
so
cute.
cute.
If I'm like, "Am I your best friend, Walker?" She's like, "Yeah, but not like best." And I'm like, "Who's your best friend?" She's like, "Shar."
Stop.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
You know,
Cute.
it's so sweet because they've known each other their whole lives.
Their whole lives. It's crazy.
And it's crazy that like, because I have friends that I've known my whole life, and like now to be doing that for my daughter,
Right.
And like we're all so close, so it's
crazy because you just met Daisy, and I was like, "This is how old your daughter was."
Oh my God, you guys, I cried.
You
I
did.
did.
You
I
got
had tears.
teary.
I got emotional. No, she's perfect.
She's
I'm
so cute.
obsessed.
And I said that's how old Charlotte was when I met her, and now you have an 8-year-old.
Yes,
That's great.
I have an 8-year-old. I've been married for 10 years in 2 weeks. What do you
That's
mean? I'm not old
crazy.
enough. I'm not old enough. I just graduated from high school.
What did
like
you guys do for your 10-year anniversary?
10-year anniversary. We're going to New York. Oh no. Sorry, I'm going to New York this weekend.
Okay.
But we're going to Paris for our like.
I was gonna
we're
say,
doing
I'm
it like
shocked you're not
2
doing
months.
Europe.
Well, we bought a house, so that's like part of.
Right.
We said That's a great anniversary present and Christmas present and happy birthday.
Such a good point.
Yeah.
James did ask me what I wanted for Christmas this year. I said, well,
If you really want to know.
I hate to ask because you did just kind of buy us a house.
Exactly.
You got any spare change?
Thank
There's a
you.
sweater on Ralph Lauren I've been eyeing.
Wait, I'm crying.
Yeah, no. So I went really low key with my birthday this year. I was like, maybe just a pair of gloves.
Gloves. Wait, did you get gloves or the cashmere? What are they?
I got cashmere gloves.
Gorge.
Yeah, but they sell them on Quince.
The ones
really
I want
affordable.
are out.
Oh, you should get. They have a bunch of
ones
colors
with the cashmere in?
Get the full cashmere ones.
just cashmere.
Yeah, but they have great leather options too.
Okay.
Shouts out Quince. They're a sponsor of this podcast. I love Quince.
My sheets are Quince.
Oh, really? I did dabble in their
Amazing. My
Bull and
bag
Branch
out there
gown
is-
myself. Another sponsor of the podcast.
There
Guys,
you go.
this is not planned.
You get two influencers. We're like,
I'm like,
by the way, tap the
Cortney,
link.
make sure you talk about.
We gotta hit all our messaging.
Okay, so I want to talk about your house.
Yes.
And also, by the way, congrats on
you
10
have
years
to
wedding
come
shells
over.
anniversary.
December 21st, 4 days before Christmas.
Love.
It's so
Did
random.
you wear like a fur shawl?
No, I did not. I got my wedding dress 10 days before we got married.
We
got
pregnant?
married. No, no, it was just my second wedding. 25 years old. Long story.
That is so funny. My second wedding at 25. I
Literally,
love.
can you imagine?
No, I love.
That's so
J'adore.
funny. Love.
Chic.
We got married on a Monday, 4 days before Christmas in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Got my wedding dress.
Why Arkansas?
Like I said.
You're both from Texas.
Great question, Shannon. Would love to tell you. My great aunt, was like building a wedding venue, and because it was my second wedding, my dad said, "You're on your own for this one." And we
You
said, right. I understand.
We gotta go.
Yeah, because I had a 500-person
Where
wedding
the
first time.
collabs are collabing.
Where the collabs are collabing. And my aunt was like, listen, you can have it here. It should be done being built by then.
Nice. Was it?
It was not. No.
Oh.
I also got that call 2 weeks before the wedding.
Right.
But it was so funny because I just like didn't
care.
I know.
It's great.
I didn't care about the dress. I didn't care about anything. Hindsight, should have cared a little bit more. But
No.
it's
I've seen the photos. She looked beautiful. I just can't
thank
remember if
you.
it looked cold there.
I just share the ones that,
Right.
and
you know what? We all have pictures like that. I
all have pictures like
often
that.
talk about the episode where I talk about our wedding, where I very warmingly refer to the aisle that I did that was a bit lost in translation on.
the mirrors.
Yes.
It was
Well,
gorgeous.
It was tinfoil. It was very
But
hot,
beautiful.
very reflective.
But who would know that unless you
There
know
are
that?
a couple photos where you would know that.
Really?
Yeah. So I just don't share those. Oh
my
I mean, I
God.
think I have actually eventually shared one being like, guys, this is because I referenced it so much on the podcast. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. You see how it's folded up right there? But like when I first was posting photos, I was like, so skirt. I was like, oh, this looks
We're
like
gonna
a
miss those
mirror.
ones. Wait, you should do a green screen video on this information. Be like, and here from that, like, that would be
I know. I would feel so bad that. I mean, I doubt
okay, never mind.
No, I doubt the florist listened to this podcast or anything, but I would hate for that to go viral on TikTok and then be like, we thought we did a beautiful job because I was adamant about. And by the way, it was so beautiful,
Gorgeous.
from most angles. From most angles.
From most all
and shouts out
angles.
to my photographers who got every angle
Yeah.
when they didn't even need to. Yeah, it was like from afar. When I looked out, I actually didn't want to look at it before I came down the aisle. And the setup wasn't really in a situation where I could peek around.
Sure.
You know, when people were like, I'm looking at my ceremony for the first time before whatever. It wasn't really like that. But I knew Taylor would be able to see it from the balcony. And I go out there and prep me and tell me I'm going to love it. Or be like, prepare yourself. It ain't what you want.
What did she
because it was
say?
the only thing that really we could not translate. Like I hired endless amounts of private boats and I got custom plates and I was dealing with nothing but authentic Italian vendors.
you
None
guys
of this stuff
did
was
it.
And
Yeah.
we really figured it out because we had a lot of help with our planners who spoke Italian. And then we had a random boat driver that helped us out. The florist, I eventually just said, yes. They kept trying to say,
Exactly.
I'd say something, they'd say it back, and the translator would be like, and I finally just said, I gotta let go and let God with these flowers.
We're gonna let it go.
I don't have that clear of a vision. All I want is this mirrored aisle. I'm doing it. And so when I'd asked Taylor, she's like, it looks good. And I was like, what about the aisle? She said, it's mirrored. And I said, okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Okay.
So what are you going to do at that point?
What are you going to do?
There's nothing.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't something I needed to pre-prepare myself for. So you got to have a bestie look out for you like that.
100%.
You know?
And that is your girl.
Guys, new year, same me, same feelings about the gym. It can really be discouraging sometimes, especially if you are putting in the work but barely seeing any changes. But you know what? Just just take a big deep breath, because with Tonal, you can actually see your progress with every workout. Now, Tonal is the ultimate strength training system for a reason. When life gets busy, sometimes, and when, like, listen, I'm a new mom, workouts tend to be the first thing to go. But with Tonal, you can make sure that you're checking workout off of your to-do list with their smart and compact strength training system right in your home 24/7. One thing about me, I hate going to the gym. I hate like the process of actually going into the gym, the physical building of the gym. So knowing that it could just be right here in my home, that immediately makes it so much easier, which I love. Now, Tonal provides the convenience of a full gym and the guidance of a personal trainer anytime at home with one sleek system. And that is the thing too, because you're also just going to save so much money not hiring a personal trainer, which is amazing. Designed to reduce your mental load, God knows we got enough on our mind. Tonal is the ultimate strength training system, helping you focus less on workout planning and more on getting those results, baby. No more second guessing your form. This is a big one because I feel like form is so important, and James always tells me how important form is. So Tonal gives you real-time coaching cues to dial in your form and help you lift safely and effectively. That is so important. We want to be safe when we're working out, and form is a mega key of that. Now, after a quick assessment, Tonal is going to set the optimal weight for every move. And they adjust in 1 pound increments, which is really cool as you get stronger. So you're always being challenged, but they're not just going to like all of a sudden throw a ton of weight on you, right? They're just like going to increase in little 1 pound increments, which I really love. Get you challenged. You'll feel the difference in the movement. I love it. Tonal lets you choose from a variety of expert-led workouts, from strength to arrow hit, yoga, mobility, whatever you want. It's going to keep you coming back for more. And right now, this is a big deal. Right now, Tonal is offering my listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code PROBABLY. That's Tonal.com, and use promo code PROBABLY for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com, TONAL.com, promo code PROBABLY for $200 off.
Okay, so your house, you just bought this house. Everyone was, okay, I feel like you went through the same thing that me and Taylor go through. You bought a house, the first house that you bought that was gorgeous.
Yep.
Was it a builder grade home?
Totally builder grade home that we customized.
Guys, I feel like I've talked about this before on the podcast, but to explain what a builder grade home is, when people ask about this house that I live in now, they're like, did you build this house? I'm like, yes, I built this house. But it wasn't like I built this house.
Custom home.
It's not a custom home. It's as if, and maybe you're listening to this like Shannon, skip, fast forward, like we all know what this is, but I feel like a lot of people, I didn't know what a builder grade home was. If I saw someone build their home from scratch, I'd be like, wow, they built their home custom, whatever they wanted. Yeah. What a builder grade home is essentially going to buy a gingerbread house kit. Mm-hmm. You get what's in the kit. Okay. Mm-hmm. You can't add windows. You're not
adding candy.
You can't. You get what's in the kit. Okay. Yeah. And you got packages. You could either decide to make the windows gumdrops, or you can make the windows candy canes. They give you a couple options. They're like, do you want your cabinets to be one of these 4 colors? Here's 6 different colors white. What color white do you want? So they make you feel like you have these like
colors, the whole thing.
But if you start getting aggressive with these additions, they can start feeling really pricey, and they're honestly more expensive because they bake them into your mortgage. So they make you think like, oh, it doesn't matter. And realistically, if you ever wanted to just change your knobs on a countertop, it would be cheaper than to do it the way they were doing. I digress.
Yeah.
Builder grade is not custom. What you see is what you get. I could not change the layout of this home, right? Like our bedroom is downstairs by the garage. If I was like, I don't like that, tough titties. That's where your bedroom is. You cannot move anything around. Even though I watched them put it up, brick by brick, and I could have said like, can't you just move this to this? Or no. Nope. That is not the way the layout is. No. So you had the same experience. And did you have the same experience online with people being very frustrated that you renovated some of your brand new home?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm doing this. It is brand new.
100%.
Tearing apart perfectly good things.
Because I like kind of get it. Because they're like, okay, it's wasteful, but it's not what you like though. And like making your home your sanctuary where you feel like it's beautiful, it's your taste.
Is it wasteful though? Because did you take anything away other than probably your cabinets?
No, actually no.
And Taylor and Mike,
Some fixtures. But I gave it to people.
So I was going to say, every time a contractor came and took something out, I said, do you want this?
I did the same thing. Yep.
I gave away a huge slab of marble. I said, do you want this? And they were like,
And I
quartz,
reused,
or whatever it was.
Sure.
Taylor and Mike put all of their cabinets they took out when they redid their kitchen. They put them in their garage, and they're very useful in their garage. It's like Mike's whole little tool setup.
Right.
Anyways, that always kind of irked me when people were like, "You're completely like a perfectly good home."
They didn't get it, and I'm like, but if you go to buy any home, whether it's brand new spec house or it's been there for 100 years, and you're changed,
you like, make it your own.
It's your house. And by the way, so then when I went to announce that we're moving, and by the way, most people thought that I was moving to like California because the reel that I made was so dramatic.
J'adore. I love.
And it's funny because hindsight, I'm like, I get that.
I love.
But when I did it, I was like, listen, I brought these people along the renovation journey, the design journey,
because
so they were invested in the house.
You just finished the kitchen. It feels like yesterday, but it was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
That's tricky. That's tricky because it feels like, because we were along for the ride for so long, it feels like you just did it. Right. And people must feel that way because I'm constantly doing stuff to my house. Like, you just did that, but realistically, you didn't.
And to be fair, I thought we'd be there at least another couple of years. I didn't know.
You never know when something's going to fall in your lap like that.
No, and it was funny to see the response when I was like, so we're selling.
And what is going on?
And by the way, what is that?
I'm like, what room is up? What room is right here?
Sounded like furniture was moving.
James's office.
Oh, maybe it's this like chair. Something's sliding.
And why would they be moving the chairs? I'm gonna let go and just let them do their thing. You pop off, queens. Okay, sorry. Also, my coccydynia is back, and I want to.
Oh, God bless.
I want to cry.
Do you need to stand up and stretch?
No, I shan't do it to the viewers.
Oh, bless.
Okay, so 2 years you had, which is a gorgeous amount of time to be in your home.
We enjoyed every you have to. You know me. I'm a homebody. Yes. I live in that house. I barely leave my house.
It's true.
Like, listen, I'm a girl about town. I can go to the events, but like,
you're in your home. You lived in your home.
Live in my home. And so we really got, like, with all that we did to it, we got to really enjoy it. But this is where I think the people that like came for me when I was saying that we were moving, they're like, literally people were like, what a waste. I'm like, guys, we made all the money back and then some. What are you talking about?
Wait, but also what a waste.
I added value to my house. It's
what
so
a waste.
confusing.
I mean, someone else is going to enjoy this the same way that like maybe
100%.
I got rid of my cabinets, but I think people do think that we're just like throwing them in the shitter. Like, I really am like, we didn't, certain things, of course, like, I'm sorry I wasn't able to piece by piece take the tile I removed in my bathroom and gift it to someone who needed bathroom tile. And where are they? Where are they that need this used bathroom tile? Is there a function? Is there a forum that they all go to? I don't know. We smashed it to bits. Okay. Some things have to be done. And I'm getting better at just reminding people, like, you know, when you really think about it and you're like, oh, yeah, fucking, this is my shit.
Mine.
If I want to get graffiti and throw it on this fucking wall,
then draw
dicks on my ceiling, I literally can. I own this house.
And also, by the way, like, this is what I really want to say, because it's like, guys, it's as if we flipped the house. We didn't just lose all that money.
Yeah.
We sold it in 4 days and made it all back and then some.
Which
so like
is
it was
great.
not. It was like
Joanna
an investment.
Gaines.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, Chip and Joanna.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what's so funny. I'm like, guys, that's how it works. Like, I added value to the house, and then we sold it very quickly in a crazy market where you can't sell a house right now.
Yeah, you didn't just like buy a gold toilet and not like You like,
we did really smart
investments,
really smart. What's the word I'm looking for? Design.
It's also really cool to see the renovation process. I find that kind of stuff fascinating. You know, following along on Taylor's journey and your journey with like upgrading in the way that y'all did, like watching your. Do you have a highlight or something about your kitchen?
Yeah.
It's just iconic. Okay, so you moved into this new house. It's so stunning. It's so beautiful.
We found this house on accident. Like, we were not even looking. People don't believe me when I said, like, we weren't looking. Like, I would tell you if we were.
It looks like it's 200 years old, but it's brand new. The character that it has is really gorgeous.
Yes.
It looks like.
Thank you.
It's hard because I say this, and I really don't. I don't mean this in any way, shape, or form to offend anyone that lives in a build a great home. I live in a build a great home. But I think, and this is just a personal opinion, maybe perhaps it's a hot take. I don't know. I saw this video this guy did where he was an interior designer. He was very funny. He was being very like outlandish about it. And he was talking about new homes, right? And I think he was low-key talking about builder grade homes, but I think he was just talking about new builds in general and how everyone wants to cut corners and everyone wants to just like do the quickest, fastest, easiest way. And that's why we no longer have characters. You know, there's that like rage bait picture of the Home Alone house before and then after. I can't even talk about it.
It makes me so upset.
I think it's actually been proven that it's just rage bait and it's not real.
It's not real?
I think it's not real, that they like made everything white and chrome and whatever. But it's true that this minimalist society that I've been a part of and I enjoy, and
Sure.
you know,
Sure.
we don't have to have a million knickknacks like our grandmothers all over every surface of the house.
Right.
But I think our generation is starting to realize, whoa, we really went for it on
we
the
swung too far this way.
We really, the pendulum went white.
Way too far.
It said
No.
sleek white, and now
Yes.
all of our homes look like dentist office.
100%. No
And-
character.
Yeah, and so like, you know, when your art is just a big giant like canvas that has like a white X and an O and a scribble, and it's like it's like no. We went too far in the minimalist category. And if this is like, you know, clean, sleek, Nothingville, USA is your vibe, like let it be your vibe. So it's
Right.
like say it with your chest. Love that for
100%.
you. But this guy's TikTok, he was talking about, he called them drywall coffins, and he talked about how people don't build
Yikes,
rooms
it's
anymore.
True. Oh,
If you walk into my home,
Yeah.
which you did, which I have designed and redone, and it's
And
beautiful,
it's
whatever.
gorgeous, by
If
the
you
way.
walk
It is
in, it is
beautiful.
one giant.
yep. That's how my house was too.
It was one. It's one giant hallway, and there's parts of you that are like, "That's so great! It's an open concept." And I remember growing up, that was the goal, right? My mom was like,
Yes.
"Oh, I wish I had an open concept house."
Yeah.
And now I'm like, it's just so interesting to me because I have to make sure that my throw pillows on my couch match my sink in my kitchen because you can just see it all at one time.
Yeah.
You have to delegate like furniture to be in the right position of a part of a room, because you're like, and this is where figuratively the living room starts.
Exactly.
And this is where the kitchen ends, obviously. I mean, it's one
Sure.
giant hallway,
Yep.
one giant
Yep.
big football field of a house. And you do kind of wonder if that is because they're trying to cut corners and people got tired of putting character and depth and walls up in houses. And I know it's a trend, and there's something to be said about like the family, you know, closeness you can have with an open concept house. But I don't know. I get annoyed sometimes when I'm just trying to watch TV and Netflix and James is like making Brussels sprouts. And I'm like, why am I
You're
fucking smelling Brussels
I'd like
sprouts?
to be, or for me, I'm like, I want to watch TV and not see the kitchen, or
Yes.
vice versa. I want to be eating dinner and not have to see the TV.
Yes, and
you know?
James like washing dishes. God forbid a wife tell her husband to stop washing dishes. But I'm like, can you fucking stop that for a
Yeah.
second? Like I'm trying to watch TV.
Sure.
Or I'm sitting at the counter and we're all just like sitting here. I don't want you loud clanging your like pans around. He's like, well, I gotta wash the dishes. I'm like, well, me and my friend are talking. I don't know. I miss walls.
No, I'm with you. And
I miss walls.
That's my favorite thing about this house, and that Chris and I keep talking about, is like there are rooms.
There's rooms. There's separation.
And I've never
Maybe it's
had
coming
that.
back.
I've had that growing up. It is, well, and at least like these builders and like they just put so much character. It looks like it's been there.
Yeah,
has a
yeah,
story
it
to tell.
does. It does.
So anyway,
And you're so
thanks.
happy?
I'm so happy.
And I'll tell you why I'm the most happy.
So happy. So
Courtney
close.
did tell me with this new house that I am allowed to move in. So
100%. There's room. I've got a room just
There-
for you, but bring the baby.
There I go.
By the way,
there
that's
we go.
your ticket in.
James, I'm taking the kid. We're out of here.
Bring the baby.
I told you I would take her. No, I am mostly happy because it's 15 minutes away from us. So we are finally.
Well, now I'm going to be doing dinner parties again. I haven't done one in like a year. I feel like I was going
Club
to do one for the
LaCorte?
holidays. Club LaCorte. Do you remember the one with the tequila at the door?
Do I remember?
Now, you guys know the only phone case brand that I use is Velvet Caviar. I am obsessed. I've been using Velvet Caviar for years. I love Velvet Caviar. They have the cutest cases. I've got one on my case right now, on my phone right now. Now, here's the thing about Velvet Caviar. They have so many options, so you can really have fun with it. Like for holiday seasons, I like to switch my case up. Maybe for the new year, you're feeling new phone case. And a lot of people are upgrading to the new phone. There's no better time, even if you're not like me and you don't just have a million cases on for every mood, which Velvet Caviar can totally get you set up for. But if you're not like me and you kind of just have, you're a one case kind of gal, but you get a new phone. Well, you need a new case, honey, okay? So maybe it's been a while and you want to freshen your look. I have on my phone right now, it's so cute, the Rodeo Drive, I guess I should say, iPhone case. It's so cute. It's got like a cowboy boot, little horseshoe, cowboy hat, bows. It's a very Nashville, okay? And when I'm feeling a bit more subtle, I switch it over to their burgundy 1990 iPhone case. It's really cute just because it's like this really cool like wine color. I'm obsessed. But what I'm mostly obsessed with is the fact that Velvet Caviar really protects your phone. It's pretty and protection, which is very, very nice. They also have a lot of tech accessories. Now, they are giving my listeners an exclusive discount. This is insane, guys. It's buy one, get one free. That's right. Right now, you can buy one, get one free of all their phone cases and matching accessories. There's never been a better time. These cases are about to, seriously change your life because they are drop tested up to 10 feet and MagSafe compatible. So that's really cool. If you have one of those little car things in your car to keep your phone up with the MagSafe thing, boom, pop it right up. It still works with your case. It's amazing. I can't say understand when you have to take your case off to use those kind of things. Nope, this is MagSafe compatible. And they have accessories like grip rings, wallets, phone charms, so much more. Whatever you want to do to just dress up the thing that's always in our hand, go to Velvet Caviar. They are a female-founded and based in New York City. I found them, like I said, years ago, but since 2014, they have been on a mission to merge the worlds of fashion and tech with their signature pretty yet protective phone cases. And that really is true. I drop my phone all the time. I'm so clumsy. And one thing about these cases that I love is they have like a lip on them, like a lip around the camera. So your camera's never gonna, not be protected. And then they also have a lip around that like top, your whole screen. And, obviously these cell phones, they're very fragile, these iPhones. And I love that the Velvet Caviar has made a way to make them beautiful yet protective, which is just amazing. So like I said, for the next 24 hours, my listeners can buy one, get one free on all Velvet Caviar's phone cases and matching accessories with my code PROBABLY. Visit velvetcaviar.com and use the code PROBABLY at checkout. That's VELVETCAVIAR.com and use code PROBABLY for buy one, get one free on phone cases, accessories, and more.
Club LaCorte is the early days of Cheesegal's hosting.
Days.
It was pre-Cheesegal.
Did I have a kid? Yeah, I had Charlotte.
You had Charlotte.
She was
baby.
She was asleep, by the way.
We would come.
Shouldn't preface that. She was in bed.
We would come over for a dinner party, classic dinner party. We love Chris, Court, always the best cooks, always the best host. We'd be like, "Duh, we're coming to your house for dinner party," and we'd come, and there would be a the door would be locked, and there would be a sign on the door, and there'd be a tray by the door that said, "You cannot enter until you take a shot." And they'd be like, "We have a Ring camera, we're watching."
No, literally.
And I'd be like, well, by the way, I'd be like, "Can I have two? Is this like Halloween? Take one only?" Like, I was like, okay. But you would literally have to like take it. We would leave there. And it was so funny because at the time we were young, we were fun. Amanda Mertz, all of us. We were just like, it felt very mature that we were going to our friends for just like a house, like a dinner party at our house. We finally just started calling it Club LaCorte. We would get so fucking twisted. We were
getting turned at the house.
We would Uber to her house because we'd be like, we will be hammered when we leave here.
Yeah,
it was so fun.
We have matured a little bit, I will say. Now, let me tell you, something happens in your 30s. I can have one cocktail and like I have to either go to wine or like that's it. Yeah,
I'm so much less of a liquor girl than I used to be.
I don't know if it's the Italian in me, but like I could do wine. I can't.
I just love wine. I just can't do sleep. I can't do sleepy. I know we're talking about this episode being in January and it's in the past, and I will have talked about this on my solo podcast, but today is the actual day. If you listen to the previous podcast where I talked about sleep training, today's the actual day. The actual day of the morning after the first time we're trying to sleep train Daisy. And you're like talking about alcohol and I'm like, I'm so tired. You're like, that's what it makes me these days. It makes me really tired.
Tired and also just like, as you get older, Shannon, I'm telling you, something happens when you hit 35. 35 is when I went, I can't have a few glasses in a row. Like, I can only do it the weekend.
If you're listening to this podcast and you're under 30, have fun. Go.
Enjoy.
Go forward.
Oh my God. Do you remember like Blackout Wednesday before? I was like, this cannot be the same body. That was in a blazer. The night before Thanksgiving, just out till 2 a.m. This cannot be the same person.
Why did we all wear like office chic out to the club?
We were.
Do you know how many
the
pencil skirts?
Oh my God!
Do you know how many pencil skirts I wore to the club? Why was I wearing? Do you know how many pencil skirts I wore to college house parties? Mm-hmm. I look back at those photos.
Same. And the statement necklaces we would do.
Yes, but the business casual was really weird. It was a weird phase we all went through.
It was. And by the way, in the club, as we're wearing our business casual attire, it's like Flow Rider. Yeah, it's not even like it's like
a apple bottom jeans with like pencil skirt.
It was so
pumps.
I mean,
little tie. It was like a top like that. You know what I mean?
We're back. That was
everything comes back.
That can't be the same body. So it turns out you get older, you don't drink as much. Like Chris and I really just drink on the weekends now. Like people don't believe it. I'm like, yeah.
James is like a big like just drinks on the weekends kind of guy. I love it. I love a weekday beveragino, but like I can't do as many as I used to. Glasses of wine. How's your eyesight?
Well, see, I've always been blind.
Oh, have you?
Oh, well,
I've always had incredible vision. I've started to think to myself,
you're like,
what does that say? I'm starting to say to myself, and what does that say?
No, I've always been blind. Now,
contacts.
Contacts. It's unclear if I brought the bad vision on myself because when I was what'd
you do?
Around age 8, I went to the optometrist because I really wanted to wear glasses. Like really wanted to wear. You guys, I said I couldn't see the big E.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I went for that. I wanted glasses and braces. I was such a pick me. Like I wanted those things so bad.
Same.
And I also lied. They caught me, but I didn't say I couldn't see the big E. Like you're crazy.
And
they're like, let's get these girls some magnifying glasses.
No, why did they just give me like fake glasses? Like, why didn't I do that?
They weren't a thing then.
So I'm like, did I screw up my eyesight because I was putting perfect vision? Like, you know what I mean? Like, lenses. I think that's
you
a thing.
Have no
you
one
can
to blame but yourself.
That sounds like so. Here I am now, though. If I didn't have anything in, I'd be able to see red hair.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like blind.
I just think I need those like mall ass. You know, there's always.
You need readers.
I was just about to say, there is someone in your life who's like, where are my readers at? Where are my cheaters? My mom calls them her cheaters.
Cheaters.
She's like, oh gosh, I need my cheaters. Like, I mean, like, get me a pair of leopard fucking cheaters and a little necklace. Cause I swear sometimes I'm like, what the fuck does that say?
What does that say? Well, it comes for all of us.
But my mom, sorry, I brought this up to my mom. She goes, well, you're getting there, Shannon, you're 32. And she goes, I had perfect vision. And then one day, and I turned 40. I couldn't see for shit. I had to get cheaters.
Yeah.
So
there's so many things. I hate to tell you, I'm 36, almost 37. And people tell me all the time, they're like, just wait.
Fuck, the just waiters are back even after you give birth.
Yeah. Oh, my mom tells because I'm like, am I getting close to premenopause? Like, I don't know if this works.
LOL. I have really crepey hands. If you guys know anything for that, let me know.
I don't.
Is there any like as seen on TV thing for crepey hands? I've got very elder hands.
No, you don't. What are you talking about?
No, I do.
Do you put your skincare in the back? Yeah. Do that. Okay. When you're doing your morning and PM, but like do your mask too.
You do it morning. Okay. Okay. And I will do that when I put my skincare on in the morning.
But I mean, like even like a little retinol, do a little mask.
Really?
I do that.
Let me see your hands.
I mean, they're not.
Those are hands of an infant. Nope, they are. Those are adolescent hands.
They are a little swollen because I did have wine last night. Me saying I only drink on the weekends. Oh, wait, no, not last night. The night before.
I was hammered last night. Oh my God, let me tell you something. I was in this cab, like giving this guy, I was reading him to church. I was seriously like, he gave me a little figurine when I left out of the car. He said, here you go, ma'am. Have a lovely time. I was like, I don't know what I've just said to this man, but I was in Charleston and I went to like a big fun dinner with my friends. And then like, I was just Ubering there, Ubering back. And then I had a flight and then I just Ubered home. So I was like, literally, I'm going to get hammered.
And you were like best friends by the time you left. 100%. This is my toxic trait. I do this in Ubers and I do this at restaurants. Have you seen those videos going around where it's like the people that are being obnoxiously
that's when they need the waiter to love them. My friends send that to me. My friends send that to me. I have like like something will happen and I'll be like, I'm sorry about her. And they're like, what the fuck, bitch? I didn't do anything. And I'm like, she's new here. Don't worry. The way I will stack I will bust the table.
Oh, bust the table.
James hates it.
I'm getting the crumbs.
James hates it. He says that it's actually impolite to hand service, which I have fact checked this. Like, I don't know.
Is that real?
I don't know if it's in Europe or whatever, but like it's impolite at a nice restaurant to stack that they have a way they like to take it.
Okay.
And it looks like you're at, James is like, we're not at a Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, let him come take your plate that your Wagyu was on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, here you go. And let me just put these, and we're done with these mashed potatoes anyway. So here you, and then stack. Here you go. And you can tell they are always like, I'll come back for that.
Right.
Like, they don't like that you're doing that.
They don't know what to do. Because it's, okay. You know what? As a former flight attendant, that makes sense. Because I'm like I remember taking the cups and like if people are stacking for me that I'm like, oh my God, I'm dropping it.
Yeah. You're like, have your method. And James is like, stop fucking their shit up. And I'm like, it's just nice. You're mean.
I'm just trying to be
helpful.
I remember their name the second they tell me. I make an eye contact the whole time. I'm like, okay, Linda, how was your aunt? By the way, be praying for her. Like I am thinking about, I
100%
like people to feel
that's
seen.
Me.
And you know what, with hosting, perfect tie-in. With hosting, that's how I am too. It's like you want people to feel like special and cared for. And like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
You're intentionally like, I am locked in if you're talking to me. You know?
The extra little tiny steps you can do, like a little name card or something. Those are things that people
rosemary
are like
tucked into the napkin.
Oh, like, yeah, exactly. I'm not doing that, but I can make a name card. I can make a name card. Rosemary's expensive in economic times like this. No.
Honestly, fair.
Okay, I want to talk about your book before I forget, because like seriously,
God.
it feels like, when were you on this podcast last? A year and a half ago? 2 years ago?
I think it's been, because
it was when I first had this house, and it was 2 years ago.
I had just had my first meeting about even writing a book. Like, I had no deal. I think I just talked to an agent.
I don't even think we brought it up on the podcast.
No.
I think it was kind of a secret.
Totally a secret.
Either way, I knew you were doing a book then, and I will never forget you telling me in 2023.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got a book deal. Oh my God. I said, shut the fuck up. I'm buying it. I've read for Christmas this year. She says, it comes out in 2026.
I literally said, so long.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. What? I had no idea the process took so long. But you know what? Now, because I am such a close confidant of yours, I've seen the process.
You've seen it,
and there's no way you could rush that. There's you can't have a builder grade home for a cookbook. Oh my God. You gotta have walls. You gotta have a room.
Yes.
Like, it's really, seriously, I could see why. The styling of the food, the photography of the food,
the testing of the recipe.
Yes.
Like, I was telling someone the other day, I'm like, a year ago, well, I'm kind of still unwell this holiday season, just like mentally, just all that I have going on, like moving, et cetera.
Yes.
I was really unwell a year ago because I was testing 4 to 5 things a day, on top of filming, on top of campaigns, on top of being a mom, on top of like,
family.
It was rough.
Now that I have a baby, I'm like, and also wait, don't forget the kids. You had kids. That's crazy.
It's crazy. No, it is such a process. I had no idea that it takes this long. It feels like archaic in a lot of ways, just how long it takes.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. When you see all the stuff they're doing, I'm like, it probably takes Chrissy Teigen and them just as long.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
It takes so long.
I'm so excited. Do you have an actual date? Are you allowed to say yet?
I haven't announced it yet, but actually by the time this comes out,
January
I'll be announcing it really soon.
Okay, so coming soon, the announcement of the date.
It's coming out this year. Oh my God, I can say that.
Oh, so
it's coming out this year.
Oh,
it's coming out this year.
Blow up your spot.
It's coming out this year, and I'll be announcing the date because pre-orders will be going live soon. I can't tell you when, but soon.
I cannot wait to be friends with the New York Times best motherfucking seller.
Manifesting.
I can't wait. It's going to be so iconic. I'm going to keep it on my counter, and you guys have.
Wait, I told you you're in the book.
You did tell me that. I didn't want to like blow your spot up yet, but she sent me a little pre-word. You sent me a preview.
You're in the beginning.
I seriously, like, it actually made me cry. And I was a bit more hormonal than I am now. But now that I think about it, like, I could cry again. When you sent me that, I was just like, I like read it to James, and I was home maybe for the holidays. I read it from my mom, and I was just like, can you believe she put this? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, it's just the nicest thing. So look out for your girl.
Always shout out.
And honestly, shouts out you tagging my Instagram.
Also, like, there you go. Did you know it said podcaster, creator,
love you.
Comedian.
No, you're very sweet. You always tell me that, and you do not have to.
Okay, guys, it's 2026. That's actually crazy to say. Catch me writing the wrong date on my dates for a very long time, okay? But it is. It's 2026, and if you are still paying rent without Built, it is time for a change. Built is the loyalty program for renters that rewards you for your biggest monthly expense, and that is rent. Guys, I was a renter for literally my entire life. I only just recently bought a house, and I loved renting, but something nobody likes to do is paying that rent. Now, I don't like paying rent, and I bet you don't either, but Built makes it a little bit better, okay? And this wasn't around when I was renting, and I'm very sad. So I need you guys to take advantage because this is so clutch, okay? My little brother's renting an apartment right now. I said, you need to use Built because Built is a loyalty program for renters that rewards you monthly with points and exclusive benefits in your neighborhood. Now, let me explain. With Built, every rent payment earns you points that can be used towards flights, hotels, Lyft rides, Amazon.com purchases, and so much more. Like, you guys, let your rent payments work for you. That is so incredible. And here's something that I'm really excited about. Starting in February, okay, Built members can earn points on mortgage payments for the first time. Catch me all up in there. I have been working with Built and raving about Built for so long, but I simply don't rent anymore. So I've just been telling you guys, you better take advantage. But soon I myself will be able to get rewarded for wherever you live and unlock exclusive benefits with more than 45,000 restaurants, fitness studios, pharmacies, and other neighborhood partners. Personally, I'd like to redeem my points for some really, really cool fitness classes. I just feel like those are the things I never want to spend money on, but I'm always like, oh, I'm interested in going to that class. And I'm like, oh God, $45. So knowing that I could really earn points towards that, I love. Also, I love to eat. So some restaurant points would be amazing. And it's simple, okay? Paying rent with Built is better. And soon owning a home will be better with Built too. And I am so excited. Earn rewards and get something back wherever you live, okay? So join the loyalty program for renters at joinbuilt.com/probably. That's joinbilt.com/probably. Make sure to use my URL so they know I sent you. That's joinbuilt.com/probably.
Okay, this is really rogue, but I really want you to talk about Disney World.
Oh my God,
You went to Disney World
a year ago.
I don't know if I'm
which
going
is
to be
crazy.
a Disney family, but I'm not going to not let my kids go if they want to go. I'm so not the girl that's like, I am not taking my kids to Disney. They can do that. So, like, if my kids are fiending to go to Disney World, I'm happy to take them. I remember going to Disney World and by the way, we were not of the economical position to go to Disney World. It's so fucking expensive.
Very expensive.
And my parents took us to Disney World. Now my mom is a travel agent, so I'm sure she had some like packages or resort passes or something. Yeah. And it was, for me, I didn't love it. I didn't feel like it was magical.
Okay, but were you a Disney kid?
Rides.
Were you? Wait, yes. I don't know this about you. You're not a ride girl?
No, I am such a Disney girl. So I think honestly, it would have been more fun if like my mom took me and my dad took my sister and we like separated. But obviously we were a family going to Disney World, so we stayed together as a family. And I would have just rather done like the other stuff, like the face painting and visiting the castles and going around to the other, like maybe just like looking at the sights would have been more fun. But instead I was just like dragged every fucking Tower of Terror and like all this stuff. And I just like sat there holding. Do. I've never been on a roller coaster in my life.
Oh my God.
No, never in my life.
I never knew that.
I'm like deathly afraid of roller coasters, heights,
see,
edges, falls, drops. Like
okay.
Prom night.
Well, that makes sense.
We took pictures on a staircase at this like building, this like, I don't know, like state house or something. Yeah. And because of my height, they put me up top. Like they put me my date like at the top.
Oh no, you were terrified.
It was just a staircase. There's no reason anyone should be terrified. I was just standing on stairs. It was something about like, because we all had to go like this over like the edge of the, like I was petrified on a staircase at 18 years old.
Did something happen?
I think so. I think
there
someone's
has to
not
be
telling
a story
me.
Here. No, between the ages of 3 and 6, something happened.
Something nefarious happened, and no one's willing to tell me. But yes, like I am like I need to be hypnotized out of it or something.
Well, then that makes sense why you don't.
So Disney World wasn't for me. But if my kids want to go, I'm happy to take them. Tell me about your experience with Disney World in a day and age where Disney World is more expensive than ever, and in a day and age where I think Disney World is like such a thing. Okay, so tell me what you did.
First of all, I went with one of my best friends, Megan Griffin. Went with her family because our kids are close. And we're like, if we're doing this,
we need each other.
Yeah. We
need backup. Right.
No, we're like banding together. You could go to Europe for the same price as going to Disney. And that's without doing all the bougie stuff. Like,
when we had lunch in New York, you said, we could go to Paris for this. And you go, and then I thought to myself, why didn't we go to Paris and go to Disney World Paris?
Like literally, if we ever do Disney again, I'm kind of like, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
No, but it's magical. Really, it is. It really is magical, and it's so sweet. And like my kids still talk about it, so I'm kind of like, it was worth every penny.
Did they ride a lot of rides?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Charlotte is like, now there were, I will say, okay, this is a new thing. Char recently, every time we get into an elevator, is like freaking out. She's like, okay, you could do this, Charlotte. Deep breaths. Like she's like,
from the Tower of Terror.
And finally, I'm like, babe, you've never been afraid of elevators. And she was like, Mommy, after the Tower of Terror, I was like, oh shit, I traumatized my child.
She's traumatized. You know what movie I watched for the first time? My mom was having me watch a lot of old movies when she was just here this past weekend.
Oh, the Twilight Zone?
Nope. Die Hard.
Oh.
A lot of elevator stuff in that movie. I've never seen it.
Oh, with Bruce Willis. Yes. Why did I just think of Braveheart? But same guy.
I mean, same
guy, but I was like, okay, the tie. Got it.
There was like so many scenes. And you forget how long elevator shafts are. Really scary places. New Fear Unlocked.
Honestly, New Fear Unlocked. And I get it. And that was the one ride that I was like, you got this, babe. You got it.
Not like it.
Bless her. Oh, she was so scared. So now she's still scared.
Oh no.
Yeah, like the picture, they take a picture mid-ride.
Oh, it's like actually not funny.
She's like, we'll never see the light of day.
I'm not laughing at you,
Chris and
Shar.
I felt really bad.
Oh,
we were like,
no.
I'm so sorry, baby.
She's going to be on a podcast in 20 years and someone's going to be like, why don't you ride rides? She's going to be like, well, something really dark happened to me from the ages of 3 to 10. And it was the Tower of Terror, and I've never been the same since.
Meanwhile, Ellie, dude, what they say about the second is so freaking
We don't give
true.
no fucks.
She was like this on the roller coasters. She was 3.
You know, we just took the girls to the fair, the Williamson County Fair that was here really close by our house, right?
Did you guys do right? Oh, you didn't do
I
rides.
don't know.
They
No,
did rides.
well, by the way, bring a purse to a theme park. I'll hold it. Like I'm your coat rack. I'm happy to be here for your assistance. And the girls, Lola, who's Taylor's second born, okay, she was 3 this past fall. She's about to turn 4. And she wanted to go on that big old swinging ass fucking pirate ship.
Oh, the boat.
The boat that goes.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like all county fairs have that thing. You know what I mean? The big rocking ship. Walker, who is 7, and her friend who is 7 or 8, and then the dads were going to go on the thing. And we were like, sorry, Lola. No. First of all, Lola, you don't meet the height requirement, okay?
Right.
But you know how these fucking fairs are. And you know they get put up in 2 seconds and they don't give no flying fuck about the height thing.
They're
really.
not putting you up to the...
No. They're not theme park regulations.
No,
They're like, you got a ticket? Come on in. And so these carnies, they're traveling around the world. And so Lola was adamant she wanted to go on it. And we were adamant telling her like, you don't understand, baby, that you are going to be very scared. We do not want you to be scared. And Taylor's like, you don't want to do this, Lola. And I don't know if someone's going to say this is horrible parenting that we were telling her, like, you can't do this. You'll be scared. But like, I don't know. We were just trying to protect her. We saw that she was getting excited because her big sister was getting excited.
And she wasn't understanding fully.
She wasn't understanding that like your center of gravity is going to go away. Like this is not something that you should be on. She was adamant that she wanted to go. And Mike and James and everyone, they're like, we'll be right on either side of her. And, you know, and I'm like, gosh, the ride you can't make them stop it. It's 5-minute ride. And sure enough, she actually did meet the height requirement by like a sliver. And they were like, and Taylor and I were watching. Taylor's like, I'm so stressed. I just think this is a horrible idea. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, poor thing. She's going to literally,
thrived.
She's going to sob. And then we're going to have to watch her sob. And they're not going to stop the part.
No, I was going to say, no.
Walker was scared. Woo! She was literally living her best life. She had not a fear in the world.
Birth order. That is on birth order. It is a real thing.
And here we are like, you're going to be very, very scared, Lola. Yeah. She's like, girl, I am fucking scared of shit.
She was like, by the way, hold this for me.
Oh my God. It was so cute. She loved it. Some kids just like rides.
Some kids love it. Some kids love it. And Charlotte likes rides too, just not elevators.
Yeah. Well,
just that one. But yeah, I mean, dude, yeah, you got to do Disney just once.
We'll do Disney. You know what?
Orlando.
Whenever we were having lunch with Chris and you were like, we could have gone to Paris. We should have gone to Disney Paris. I was like, that's genius. That's genius. And he said, no, you have to take them to the Florida one.
Is Orlando.
Yeah. We got to do it sometime.
Listen, it's one of those things where you go, could we have all gone, business class to Paris?
Could we have bought a condo in Dubai?
Yeah, absolutely. But
Disney
memories.
World.
Yeah, memories.
But,
so it's one of those things.
In the shape of mouse ears.
Check. Got it. Yeah. We're good for a couple years.
Yeah, you could.
Sweet.
It is very sweet.
So sweet and
I still remember Disney World. I just remember thinking like it was very hot and my sister was being annoying as fuck. But that's like my whole childhood. You know what I mean? I lived in South Carolina and my sister and I didn't like each other growing up. So it's hot and my sister's annoying as fuck.
The lines are no joke.
The lines. The lines.
And it doesn't matter if you're what you're doing. If you get the genie pass, if you do the fast pass, if you do the guy, it does not matter. The lines.
The lines are crazy.
Lines are crazy. And we went in January.
Dang. I wonder if that's a popular time to go because people are escaping the cold to go.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe so.
Okay.
Go to Paris.
I also feel like I really just like somehow got really far away from the book and that is where we were originally at and that's on me. I want to ask you what you're most excited about with the book. Just to have people have it in their hands or...
Yeah, I think just to have it in their
recipes.
Hands because by the time it comes out, I'll have started it'll have been years in the making.
Yes.
So I'm in the phase right now of the process creatively where I'm like... Creatively, where I'm like...
Sounded right to me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I've been looking at this for too long. I'm ready to like...
When you look at a word so long and it doesn't look like a word anymore,
and I'm like,
you're like, is this a cookbook?
And I'm like, is this even good?
Is this still a book?
It is really good. And I'm so excited. I think I'm showing a side of myself that, I mean, clearly I cook on Instagram, but there's like a lot of cooking in here. There's over 100 recipes in this book. And each one has been tested and tested. And so, yeah, I'm just excited for people to hold it and to see it and to cook out of it. And it's one of those that, like, there's something for everyone for any time.
Would you say that it's one of those cookbooks that you can, like, have on your counter and, like, create a meal without having to go find, like, rendered duck fat gargois?
There is not a single recipe in this book that has, like, something where you have to go to a specialty store. No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell this?
Because I don't cook like that. But
did I ever tell you the time? I think I have. I think I might have just told you this in person. I don't know if I told this on the podcast, and forgive me if I have. There was a time where I was following a lot of your recipes, like loved. I mean, I still always am. I actually get really annoyed that there's not a feature to save. You can save reels now. There was something that I would always get mad at you, and I'd be like, just fucking write it down.
Oh, yeah. Well,
there
it's
was
in the
something
caption.
I needed or something, and it wasn't your fault, but Instagram didn't allow a feature, and I was always going back to it. Anyways, all that to be said, I loved following your recipes on Instagram, and for, I'd say, a year. For a year, I would go to make something and be like, oh my God, I think I have everything to make that. I'm making that. And then I'd be like,
would they be one thing?
I'd be like, fuck, all of her recipes have evu in it. And I don't have that. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I need to get that from a store. And I'm like, shit. And then one time I was at the grocery store and I was like, I can't make shit that Cortney makes. She always puts this seasoning in there, evu. And it always requires a lot. It always requires like 2 tablespoons of evu, which I feel like will really affect the recipe if I don't have EVVO, evu. No,
Shannon, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
It is motherfucking extra virgin olive oil.
Oh my God.
And stop shortening it, Courtney. And it doesn't need an abbreviation, Courtney.
Wait, that's so funny. I think you have told me that, but
I did, because the day I figured it out, I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I wanted to make this dish with brie in it forever. And I keep telling myself, I have the pecans.
I gotta get that. I have the store. Get some evu.
I have the cranberries, but I've got to go to some Thai shop or something and get evu.
Do you know what this is? It's a Rachel Ray abbreviation. I grew up with like the 30-minute meal. I grew up when like Food Network was like the thing. And so all the cooking shows, they would all say EVOO.
They would say, much like HEB. Much like Heb. Heb and evu are just
similar. Cover the same
not on my radar. Yeah, anyways.
Wait, that's really funny.
So nothing in the book requires anything other than knowing abbreviations.
No annoying abbreviations.
Right.
Like things you can get at the store.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing crazy.
Because there is like something to be said for opening a cookbook and it being accessible.
Yes.
You know, and I don't want to say user friendly, because that's the point of using cook. People like say I'm a good cook. When I first moved into this house, we had this big kitchen and I had a husband, and I just like, you're not cooking for yourself anymore. And you're like, it's all of a sudden Taylor's like, since when are you making fucking a rack of lamb? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, never wanted to make a rack of lamb for myself, and now I have people to make a rack of lamb for. But like when you're doing that, it's so fun. And people are like, you're such a good cook. And I'm like,
following the recipe.
I open up a cookbook and I follow the recipe. I don't know what about this makes you guys think that I just threw this together. I did not throw this together. It is in a cookbook. There's a photo that I saw that looks yummy, and I followed the instructions, and then I made the food. And it's really, really cool when people see something you made, like me, and are like, whoa. And I'm like, all I did was follow a recipe. So I'm really excited to be able to have those wow moments from recipes in your book.
I'm excited too, but I think you bring up a great point. Read the recipe.
Yeah.
If I have honestly one tip for people that are like wanting to learn to cook, sit before you cook.
Yes.
Sit down, read that recipe top to bottom twice before you even step foot to cook.
It doesn't take long. And that is actually, I never even knew that you tell people that. I would do that because I get very stressed when I get timings wrong.
Yeah.
And I did a couple times, like start a recipe too late. And I'm like, oh my God, braise it for 50 minutes.
Right.
I didn't realize it was going to take, like, I didn't read that step yet. It's like that TikTok that's like, remove the black wire, and it's like, don't do this first. And the person's holding the black wire like, fuck. And then it's like, if you removed it, don't plug it back in. The person's like,
yeah.
And they're like, it's just like a funny TikTok, but it's just like they didn't wait for all the instructions to go through. And I agree, that helps so much with the recipe. It familiarizes yourself with the steps.
You know what's coming. You know what you need to have prepped. And then also, to your point, you're not getting to step like 4. You're like, oh God, this is not going to be done for 23 hours.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
also, most
it's
cookbooks
helpful.
say the prep time and the cook time,
Sure.
which is nice.
Well, and they're getting away from that.
Why? Does yours have it?
I have cooked. I don't think we do. We have served. So the cookbooks are trying to get away from that because prep time.
Everyone is different.
I can say it takes me 5 minutes. It may take Joe 20.
Slow ass bitch.
And then it's a whole thing.
Yeah. And then people are like, that. Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
But just like reading the recipe is a great way to learn how to cook because you're like, okay, wait.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, just following a recipe is really how I learned to cook because I'm like, what's julienning a sun-dried tomato? Like what, so.
I learned a lot about flavors using recipes because you start cooking a lot of the same, not the same dish, but like you cook 3 different times I cooked fish, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed every time I cook fish, they always call for lemon juice or olive oil. And then I've made the same like ish creamy, garlicky, lemony sauce that's got like this like milk in it. And I learned from using recipes to not put the milk in too soon because it could curdle if it's too hot. With like you learn about flavors
the
a lot.
method. You're learning the method of cooking.
Yeah, and flavors because
that's everything.
Now whenever I go to cook fish, I don't always have to follow a recipe because I remember so many different recipes called for these like lemon, garlic, half and half and whatever.
Sure.
Like you just learn so much about flavors and how things go. Like
and
I know
how they
like
mesh.
Like rosemary on lamb, thyme on whatever. It's just, you learn so much. So read the recipes,
Read the recipes and buy
read
the book.
Cortney's and her book. I love that. I'm so excited for it. It's been obviously so long in the making, but I just know that you've put so much heart and soul into it.
And I'm excited. And it's not even just a cookbook. It's one of those things you can kind of thumb through as because there's so many stories. It's titled Oversharing because, I mean, you know me. I overshare everything from like stories to recipes to like it means so many different things.
I love that. I love that story in a cookbook. I love a story in a cookbook. Where I don't love a story is
blogs.
Yeah, and I know they all say they have to match a certain word count for their SEO to get like popped up on.
SEO.
I bitched about it before because it's like the age old. It's like the other day I googled like how to make cream spinach, knowing that this would be a pretty easy process, right? Cream and spinach, my guy. But I knew that there was something I was missing there. There's probably some method, so I googled it. I fucking open it up. It's like the best cream spinach ever. I'm like, perfect. I'll click that one. Allrecipes.com. It's like. My grandmother in 1888.
It's so true.
Harvested her own spinach. I was like, shut the fuck up. Just tell me how to make the cream spinach.
I know. It is annoying. I always jump to the recipe.
Yeah. Jump to recipe.
Yep.
But in books, I like that. I like that I learned that Chrissy Teigen's ex-boyfriend put something in their queso or guacamole.
Because you're holding it with your hands like it's like a book. It's a book.
It's a book.
It's a book.
What are you most excited for coming up outside of the book? You got any projects on the horizon?
Oh, yes. I have a really fun, I'll tell you off the pod. I have a really fun, or maybe I've already told you, collaboration with a really big brand happening soon.
I know what it is. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
guys, we hate to be those girls.
Hate to be those girls. No, when I got the phone call, I was like,
well, you told me, and this is not for me to say that you are not deserving of such an iconic club. I said, oh my gosh.
You said Cortney?
No, I said that's seriously like big boy shit.
Yeah.
But you've been doing big boy shit. And I'm just happy to ride your coattails, bitch.
Thanks,
and don't you ever kick me off.
Stop it,
don't
never.
you ever stop coming on this little fucking podcast.
Never.
I love you so much. Thank you for coming.
Too.
Thank you for being a part of this
episode.
episode.
Me. Love you. That will be quick, very quick.
January. It is Merry January to you. Any New Year's resolutions?
Let's think. Any news?
Tell you what, you don't have to have one.
I'm kind of like...
And that's all, folks.
That's it. Yeah. My New Year's resolution is I would love to continue prioritizing sleep. And I'd like to go to Europe a few times this year.
I don't think that's in the cards for me, the sleep.
See.
But I would like to go to Europe. I see your sleep and I double you. Let's go to Europe and not sleep.
We should go to Europe.
We should go to Europe. We got to go. We have to plan Europe.
Oh my God.
Love you.
Love you so much. Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for letting me talk over you and interrupt you the whole time. And that's what friends do. Bye.